Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about some revision questions from the chapter Human Eye and the Colorful World. Let us see the first question. Splitting of white light into 7 colors on passing through a glass prism is due to 4 options are there: refraction, scattering, dispersion and reflection. Which one is the right answer? Splitting of white light into 7 colors on passing through a glass prism is due to dispersion. Now see the second question. At noon, the sun appears white as 4 options are there. Blue color is scattered the most, red color is scattered the most, light is least scattered, and all the colors of the white light are scattered away. The right answer is light is least scattered. Now the third question. Which of the following phenomena of light are involved in the formation of a rainbow? The right answer is refraction, dispersion and internal reflection. Now see the fourth question. Twinkling of stars is due to atmospheric, scattering of light by dust particles, internal reflection of light by clouds, refraction of light by different layers of varying refractive indices. The right answer is twinkling of stars is due to atmospheric refraction of light by different layers of varying refractive indices. Now see the fifth question. Which of the following statements is correct regarding the propagation of light of different colors of white light in air? Options are: violet light moves faster than red. All the colors of the white light move with the same speed. Red light moves fastest. The right answer is all the colors of the white light move with the same speed. Now see the sixth one. The danger signals are red in color. This color can be easily seen from a distance because among all other colors, the red light is scattered the least by smoke or fog, is scattered the most by smoke or fog, moves fastest in air. The right answer is among all the other colors, red light is scattered the least by smoke or fog. Now see the seventh one. A prism PQR with QR as base is placed in different orientations. A narrow beam of white light is incident on the prism as shown in figure. In which of the following cases after dispersion, the sixth color from the top corresponds to the color of the sun, that is orange? These two are the given two figures. Generally, in the case of a prism, the formation of spectrum is as shown here. Now, a white light will be passed through this glass prism. It gets splitted into 7 different colors in the order violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red from the bottom to the top, VIBGYOR. Right. So, in this figure, you can see that from the top, the sixth color is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, from the top, the sixth color is indigo. But from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, from the bottom, the sixth color is orange, which is the color of the sun. So, by inverting the prism, we can obtain the correct situation. So, the required orientation is like this. Okay, now you can see that white light is this is the white light. When it is passed through this glass prism, which is kept in an inverted position, it gets splitted into 7 different colors in this order. So, in this case, you can see that from the top, it is like VIBGYOR from the top to the bottom. So, from the top, the sixth color is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. The sixth color is orange. Now, let us see the next question. A beam of white light. Okay, this is the white light. A beam of white light is falling on a glass prism and it gets split up into 7 colors marked 1 to 7 as shown in the diagram. Okay, a beam of white light is passing through this glass prism and it is splitted into 7 different colors, and these 7 colors are marked 1 to 7. 1 is here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 like that. The question is, 2 sub-questions are there. The first one, the color at positions marked 3 and 5 are similar to the sky and the color of gold metal respectively. Is the statement made by the student correct or incorrect? Second one, which of the above shown positions corresponds approximately to the color of violet, brinjal, orange and danger signal? So we know that when a white light is passing through a glass prism, it gets splitted into 7 different colors like this. It is in the order violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red from the bottom to the top. The positions are marked like this, 1, 2, 3, like 1 starts from the top to the bottom. Okay, 1 to 7 from top to the bottom. The statement made by the student is the positions marked, the color at positions marked 3 and 5. Okay, 3 here yellow and 5 here we have blue. Okay, so the color at positions marked 3 and 5 are similar to the sky and the color of the gold metal respectively. That is a statement made by the student. We want to check whether that statement is correct or incorrect. See, the statement made by the student is incorrect now, because the positions marked 3 actually refers to yellow color and the position marked as 5 actually refers to blue color. Okay, so 3 refers to yellow, which is similar to the color of the gold metal, and 5 refers to blue, which is similar to the color of the sky. But as per the statement made by the student, 3 refers to the color of the sky, which is blue, that is wrong here, and 5 refers to the color of the gold metal, that is yellow, that is also wrong here. So the statement made by the student is incorrect. Now, we want to know the positions corresponds to, the color of the violet, brinjal, orange and danger signal. So, violet brinjal, it is in the position 7. Orange, it is in the position 2. Okay. Then, danger signal that is used to have a color red. So, that red is here now in the first position. So, position 1. Now, let us see the next question. When a beam of white light is passed through a triangular glass prism, it gets dispersed into 7 color components. Why do we get these colors? In the given figure, the colors X and Y represent the extreme components of the spectrum. Identify X and Y. See, we get different colors because of dispersion of light. Different colors of light bend through different angles with respect to the incident ray as they travel with different speeds while passing through a prism. That is why we get these 7 colors. Now, the color corresponds to this X. We want to identify these 2 colors now, X and Y. What will be this color X? It is deviated the most now. So, this would be violet. And it is deviated the least, no? All other colors are here in between X and Y. This one is these 2 are extreme colors, extreme positions. These 2 are actually the extreme components of the spectrum. So this one is deviated the most. So this would be violet. And this one is deviated the least. So this will be red. Now let us see the next one. A narrow beam of white light is incident on 3 glass objects as shown below. Comment on the nature of behavior of the emergent beam in all the 3 cases. And there is a similarity between 2 of the emergent beam. Identify the 2. So here we have a ray of light which is incident on a rectangular glass slab. And here we have a white light or a ray of light which is passing through a glass prism. Okay, and here actually we have a ray of light. Okay, we are considering white light. Okay, this is also white light. And this is also white light. Okay, so here we have a light ray of light which is incidenting on which is passing through a glass slab, and here we have a white light which is passing through a a triangular glass prism, and here we have two identical inverted triangular glass prisms here. One is inverted with respect to the other in position, then a white light is passing through this one. So we want to comment on the nature of the behavior of the emergent beam in all these three cases, and there is a similarity between two of the emergent beams, so we want to identify that those two cases too. So here we know that when we consider a triangular glass slab, a ray of light is incidenting on it. This dotted line is actual path of the incident ray, but here refraction takes place. It moves towards the normal because we know that this medium is air and this medium is glass, and here again this medium is air. So when a ray of light is traveling from optically rarer medium to denser medium, it moves towards the normal, and when it is traveling from an optically denser medium to rarer medium, it moves away from the normal. So the incident beam of light after refraction through the glass slab emerges out. This one is the emergent ray. So this emergent ray, it is actually parallel to the incident ray, but it is laterally shifted. No dispersion takes place in this case. So emergent ray is actually parallel to the actual path of the incident ray here, but it is laterally shifted. Okay, it is laterally shifted, and no dispersion takes place in this case. Now see the second case. The incident beam of light after refraction through a prism splits into a band of 7 colors: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. These colored rays emerge out of the prism along different directions and become distinct. Dispersion of white light takes place in this case. Now see the third case. When the incident ray passes through here we have the first prism and this one is the second prism. When the incident ray passes through the first prism, it gets splitted into a band of 7 colors. Okay, violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. Only violet and red, these extreme components are marked here, and we have indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange in between these colors. Okay, so when the incident ray passes through the first prism, it gets splitted into a band of 7 colors. These 7 colored rays, incident on the identical inverted second prism. Then recombination of the colored rays takes place. This and here we have the emergent ray as the white light here, emergent ray. This one is the emergent ray. This emergent ray, it is actually parallel to the incident beam, but it is slightly shifted. Okay. Now the sub question, there was another sub question that was like there is a similarity between two of the emergent beam. Identify the two now. So you see the emergent beam in the first case, that is the case of the rectangular glass slab, and the emergent beam in this case, they are similar. In both the cases, the beams emerging are actually parallel to the incident beam and are slightly shifted. So in this video, we have discussed about a few revision questions from the chapter Human Eye and the Colorful World. I hope you understood these question and answers. Thank you.